Howdy toddy everybody, this is Tommy coming at you with a final reveal for the 48-hour group build for 2021 hosted by Mutt Modeler Craig. Thanks again Craig for hosting this. I know he's done it for several years and I hope he continues to do it. We were able to jump in this year because we were here, we weren't traveling, didn't have anything else going on that has been keeping us from doing it in the past years. So I was able to get the kids to get their kits built, and then I'll show mine in just a second. So my youngest, she built these Kororo. This is called the Gunso Playmo collection. So you have the little Kororo Gunso here, the figure, and then you have this is what's called a, I'll try to say this, Kororo robot or Robo, which you see in the box art there. It's a robot, kind of like a Gundam, I guess, and then it can convert into some type of plane, I'm assuming, or with some other kit. This is actually a 20th anniversary kit that she got, that I got for her a while back, and she actually now has 2 of these characters, so she can have them with different eyes and different poses, and like this one's got the weapon and the shield, and this one's got a little bomb. My oldest daughter, she has built several of these One Piece. It's an anime series. She doesn't watch it, but she likes the little figures, these little animal thingies. So this is some type of a bulldozer. It's Chopper Robo, I think, is the character. And then this is the Super 3 Horn Dozer. And according to the box art, it says it's snow resistant. I have no clue what that means, but I'm sure those who watch the series, it's a long running series, more than a decade, I think. But I think it's geared more for older kids, maybe like it's more like PG 14, 13 or whatever it is. It does have some cursing and stuff like that in it, so she's never watched it. She watches other animes now, but she's never gotten into this one. And then my son, he built the Revell Halo Snap Kit that has lights and sounds. It's the Warthog from the Halo series, and it comes with the 3 figures. And there's some videos out there of some guys who've built this and really did it up nice. One of them, I can't remember his channel name, but he did 2. He did one and detailed this one out, and did one that was like a medical rescue unit. But my son Tom, he actually built this in about an hour, I think. Stickers and things, and it actually, like the suspension, the suspension moves on it, because he had some problems getting that put together. And then it has these little this little sound here where it shoots. I don't know if you can pick up the little cannon here. There you go, you can see it where it's kind of red, and I'm not sure if it has headlights. I don't think so. I think that's all it does. But that's really cool. I thought it was really wicked when I picked it up, and I can't remember where I got it from. I don't know if it was at a store or at a show or something. So that's his. And he actually was really impressed when he built it. He thought it was really cool. Normally he builds them and kind of sticks them to the side, but this is kind of reminds me of like the Revell build-in plays, like the Mustangs and stuff that they built and played with before. So I thought it was really cool that he actually liked this. And then my glider, my SG Schulgleiter training glider, that the Germans had. I am calling it officially done, although I'm about to start the rigging, but I wanted to get the video up just to show that everything was finished, because I got some running to do later and I don't want to get bogged down and not have a chance to make the video. So this is the glider. It's small but tedious. Let me see if I can get this in. So I just actually painted it. I put the final coat of Tamiya Clear flat on it earlier. I'm gonna start doing the rigging, so it's gonna have 4 on top, 6 under the bottom, for a total of 10. And then by the box art, if I won't really think about getting ambitious, if it's not going too bad, then there's 4 more on the rear stabilizers there, the horizontal and vertical stabilizers, that I might try to do. We'll see. But this thing is some fiddly stuff. It's very thin. You see that when you're looking straight at it. I mean, that is all that it is. It's that one piece of plastic. So to airbrush it, you know, the air, even at like 25 pounds, it was just like making the whole thing move like that. So it was kind of interesting. The nacelle, which I put on last, because you can build this without the nacelle, because there's 6 versions and 2 of them don't have the nacelle. If you do it with the nacelle, you have to put it on after. So it joins together at the top and then glues along the bottom skid, this little ski skid that it lands on. and it's a tough little fit. There's really no pin lineups. I mean, you just have to I put the super glue on the inside and just kind of hoped that I could get it there on the first try. And it turned out okay. It's not completely lined up. Of course, there's no way you'd ever be able to get in there and glue it and then try to sand it and stuff because it's so fiddly. I mean, the whole point when I was doing it is like, oh my God, I'm gonna break this thing at any moment because everything is so small. There's some pedals down in the bottom that it was a nightmare trying to get on, but I'm like, okay, you're not gonna see them, but I got them glued. I was using the quick setting Tamiya extra thin, which I like a lot. So then it's painted the 2 colors. It's supposed to have 3, but to get the ribbing detail, I used Tamiya. Actually, I used rust, Tamiya powders and rust, and just kind of went over it carefully. Some places you see I got a little heavy-handed, but it does show the detail once you do that. So I thought that was pretty good. And here's the underneath. So you see the skid. There's a couple of vertical bars there that are literally, I mean, they were so thin. It's amazing that they didn't snap when I took them off the sprue. And then to display it right now, I'm just having it sit on this green base, just have some place to hold it because it can't sit up by itself, but it's going to tilt one way or the other. But I was talking to BG and he was thinking, well, maybe you could suspend it like it's flying through the air like an ornament. And then I thought about maybe having a base similar to this and then getting some type of rod that's curved like a C and then having it drop down from that to where it is kind of sitting there flying in the air. The problem is there's no pilot that came with it. So the pilots that I have from spares are from like, you know, World War II and things like that. So they're in full regalia. And the pilot really doesn't have that. He's got more like just a jacket and maybe some goggles on. So we'll see. I'll get to that at some point if that's possible. But I'm going to start on the rigging now. They did come with measurements, so that'll help, and see how that goes. If I get everything done to my liking, I'll do another video showing it. If not, just know that it didn't get done. So anyway, so glad everybody was able to jump in on the group build. Looks like everybody's doing a lot of great work. Everybody's having fun, and thanks again to Craig and Mutt Modeler for hosting again. So as always, hotty toddy and God bless.